What's up, fam? It's your boy Savala Nichols, back again with the political tea that actually affects your life. Not that boring textbook stuff. And today we are diving into some big that many people ignore but should never sleep on: Kenya's by-elections. These so-called mini polls could actually shake the system, expose political weaknesses, shift alliances, and even predict who wins in 2027. So grab your snacks, turn up the volume, because you're not about to understand Kenya's politics like a pro. 1. What exactly are these by-elections? Alright, first things first. What are by-elections? By-elections happens when an MP dies, an MCA resigns, a seat is nullified by the court, or an elected leader gets impeached, or sometimes political drama just forces someone out. So the IEBC calls new elections to fill these gaps. This year, we are talking about multiple seats across several counties, MCAs, MPs, and even Senate seats. These are not just random little elections. They affect 1. Local development, 2. County budgets, 3. National voting strength, 4. Party power, and 5. Alliances preparing for 2027. This is just like a
Rigathi Gachagua nitakuaibisha, wachana na mimi. Omba kura ya Karish, wewe wachana na mimi. Mimi sio mtu ya kucheza naye. Hey. Yeah. Mimi nimekuja kuuza wa Mudhende na nikubembeleza wananchi. Mimi sijakuja kulazimisha. Alafu nakuja na kimbelembele hapa na kierere. Wewe kwenda huko bwana na uachane na mimi. Wewe Goliathi. Umetisha watu siku mingi. Umetesa watu siku mingi. Siku zako zimehesabika. Alhamisi tunakumalizia. Mene tekeru.
Political mid-season test. But why are these by-elections a big deal? Let me break it down Gen Z way. By-elections are the political version of a trailer for the 2027 movie. 1. They show which political party still has energy, which leader has lost ground, which region is shifting politically, and how angry or motivated voters are. If a ruling government wins big, they flex influence. If the position wins big, they say Kenyans are tired with the government. Either way, the story changes. And trust me, politicians take by-election dead seriously. But what are the political tensions and power plays? The by-elections attract 1. State machinery, 2. Heavy security, 3. Major campaign money, 4. Senior politicians flying in, and 5. Alliances forming and breaking. But why? Because losing a by-election sends a dangerous message. This party is weak. Winning sends the opposite message, which is we are strong heading into 2027. Some leaders spend millions on a single ward because losing even one seat could embarrass them nationally. By-elections also give space for the political stars to shine. Younger candidates can shock everyone and win, proving voters want new voices. But here's the legal drama now. There are also the constitutional 90-day rule. According to the law, once a seat is declared vacant, a by-election should be held within 90 days. But often, court cases delay it, IEBC disputes timelessness, political interference creeps in, new IEBC commissioners change schedules. This creates debates about legality, fairness, and transparency. Sometimes, candidates even rush to court to block their opponents. Kenya politics is never dry. Here's the part people don't talk about. Running by-elections is expensive. We are talking hundreds of millions of shillings, ballot papers, polling stations, security, logistics, and all that costs money. And when the youth ask for jobs, bursaries, or better services, politicians
umaskini, mapendeleo, ukabila, UDA, ndakwa,
suddenly says we don't have funds. But when the elections come, the money magical appears. Interesting, right? Here's where things get juicy. These by-elections can predict 2027 results because they show 1. The voters' mood, the turnout levels, party strength on the ground, tribal and regional shifts, youth frustrations, economic anger, and trust in government. If the ruling party loses many seats, that's a red flag heading into 27. If the opposition gains momentum, it's a build Kenya's changing narrative. Parties will use the by-election wins in campaign speeches for the next 2 years. But now let's talk about the youth involvement. The Gen Z is changing the game. 1. We are the first generation the politicians fear online. We trend topics, we expose lies, we analyze politics like football statistics. We demand accountability loudly. During by-elections, we influence public opinion. We expose fake promises. We call out cheating. We turn rallies into memes. We push issues that matter. We mobilize other youth. If Gen Zs turn out in large numbers, the results change drastically. By-elections come with risks to 1. Voter bribery, 2. Intimidations, fake news, propaganda, violence in hotspot areas, court disputes are the results, low voter turnout, and sometimes politicians use by-elections to test the new digital tactics, including misinformation campaigns. So, stay woke. So why should you care? Because by-elections decide who controls county budgets, who fixes your roads, who brings bursaries, who fights corruptions, who represents your community, and who shapes Kenya's futures. By-elections may look small, but their impact is big. They can shift power, they can change narratives, they can build momentum towards 2027, and they prove one thing: Kenya's democracy is alive, and the Gen Z is the heartbeat. If you enjoy this breakdown, drop a comment saying I'm voting for my future. And finally, like, share, subscribe. Offer content coming soon. Peace.